And welcome back today for Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from Newborn Viking, who asked the question, who won a fight? Goblin Slayer from Goblin Slayer versus Guts from Berserk. I had Guts on here a couple times. He was born from the hanging corpse of his mother. And then he was sold into pretty much slavery for the longest time, became a mercenary, joined Griffith's team, ultimately said, nope, I'm done. And then Griffith took it a little hard and went down the bad path. And so he spent the majority of it, and I'm summarizing very much so, but yeah. And so Guts has been trying to get to Griffith ever since. Guts is a berserker. He is when he goes all out, he is immensely strong, capable of wielding the giant blade Dragon Slayer, which is basically a giant solid chunk of iron that can even kill ghosts. And he's so strong that he can wield it pretty proficiently. He is durable enough to take massive amounts of damage and endure a high enough pain tolerance to lose his arm and just take off his arm, just keep going, lose his eye, keep going, no problem. He get torn up, no worries whatsoever. He is literally kind of armed to the teeth. He has blades on him. He has a fake arm, which is now basically a robotic prosthetic, which has a crossbow and a cannon in it. His armor obviously can take certain amounts of damage, but his armor is also known as the Berserker armor, which can basically shut off his feeling to all his nerves and allow him to go completely ham on individuals. The only problem is, even if his body's damaged, he will keep going. The armor literally just kind of pins him back into place. Guts has slain multitudes of opponents, from minor soldiers to gods. So Guts is immensely powerful. Goblin Slayer is a Goblin Slayer. Well, he doesn't actually. I don't believe he has a legit name to him. What's a second here? Does he actually have a name? Goblin Slayer is a series. Yeah, no, he doesn't have an actual name, but has a stoic and calm demeanor. He has immense hatred towards goblins, though, almost going into a homicidal killing spree when it comes to them. He's a trained combatant, a proficient marksman. Solid strategist, extensive knowledge on goblins. He does lockpicking. He's physically in fantastic shape. He has an incredible amount of endurance, including a high enough pain tolerance. He's been shown capable of fighting after having multiple broken bones. Goblin Slayer is well acclimated to slowing mountains of cold temperatures as he received his training in such environments. He's constantly aware of his surroundings. He's capable. Oh God. Did you fart or something now? Yeah. So I suddenly got like a mouthful of something. Apparently, he's also capable of interfering with the dice rolls of gods, though he's not aware of this. His equipment includes his targe, a circular small shield that can be used as a blunt or cutting weapon, a short sword, a throwing knives, light armor, including a metal helmet and chainmail. It allows for quick movement while providing minimal protection from light attacks. He's also owns an identical spare set of armor, which rotates out when one needs blacksmith repairs. He does have one permanent magic item in his Goblin Slayer arsenal, as it would not fit on a goblin's ring. Should he die, it will not help goblins become more powerful. Goblin Slayer found this ring during his first year of adventuring and lent it to an Archmage to exchange for goblin knowledge. After Archmage gave the ring back for leaving the edge of the world, Goblin Slayer uses the ring to escape the flooded tower they were in. The ring is not limited to breathing underwater and allows the wearer to breathe in any environment where one could normally suffocate. He also has something called the Gate Scroll, which that opens a gate to the destination written on it. During your first year of adventuring, he obtained a Gate Scroll from Archmage. 5 years later, he uses the Gate Scroll the same way to capacitate ogres. He basically uses it to wash away hordes of goblins using to basically summon the destination bottom of the sea. He has potions, he has a torch, gasoline, southern-style throwing knives with 3 blades that spin when thrown, stabilizing its flight. He also has bombs made from pure pine sap and sulfur, but they're smoke bombs mostly. He can also use pepper bombs. Shepherd's Sling, a weapon used to throw rocks. There you go. And Atlantia, which is a Goblin Slayer. When Goblin Slayer is on a raft, he uses Atlati instead of a sling because it's inconvenient and inaccessible to possess stones on. Interesting. So Goblin Slayer is powerful. He's taking down things as powerful as a troll, a giant sea serpent, but he did that with the help of a party. Greater Demon Hand, a very large, higher level demonic form summoned through the body of a dying goblin priest. It fed on flesh and souls and could coil in its large muscular muscles to jump with great force. Its most dangerous ability was a spell that continuously blasts powerful magic blizzards towards the opponent. Having been slid off from an oil slick into an open elevator, priest protection prevented it from escaping until the elevator cart rose up and crushed it. And an immortal sorcerer, the sorcerer that used Vital Drain to prolong his life. He simply broke his body during it and buried him under a landslide, saying, "Haha, I am immortal!" Like, yeah, you're immortal. You can't self-heal. Enjoy that. He's just killed a giant floating eye. Reyes got... So, yeah, he's got a decent track record outside of goblins. So who wins in a fight? Well, in terms of speed, Goblin Slayer is probably at least more agile on the battlefield, although Guts certainly is not slow despite that giant weapon. I also say this, Goblin Slayer is probably the more tactical individual, as he specializes in guerrilla tactics, waiting, and ambushing. Unfortunately for Goblin Slayer, Guts is a far more physically powerful individual. He can wield that thing as easily as Goblin Slayer wields his blade. But beyond that, Guts has literally just beaten more powerful individuals, much larger individuals, on all fronts. He's cleaved through gods. He has killed spirits. And he's done this on his own. He didn't need help to do it. The Sea Serpent Goblin Slayer beat with the help of his friends. Guts could have done that on his own. So, add on the fact that if Goblin Slayer gets hit once by Dragon Slayer, his armor is not taking that hit. Not at all. It's going to really just come down to, Guts is going to cleave through this guy, I think. I'll add on the fact, too, that even if he is going to get injuries in on Guts, but Guts still has an actual explosive cannon which can literally blow away demons and apparitions. So there's that. He's also got his Berserk armor, which can basically just power through any damage that Goblin Slayer does to him. He's just kind of another level of individual compared to what Goblin Slayer is usually trained for. Now, granted, there are things that Goblin Slayer can certainly do to offset it. If he does, say, summon the gate to summon the bottom of the ocean, well, then he theoretically could drown Guts. Or at the very minimum, surprise Guts enough that Guts has to drop and lose Dragon Slayer until the water dissipates. But Guts is smart enough Guts isn't dumb either. He's not a supreme strategist, but he's not dumb. Guts is smart enough to not, what's the best way to put it? To not have that kill him. He'd probably swim up, know that, okay, this water will disappear eventually. All right, it's fine. So, yeah, I would say Guts is probably going to cleave through Goblin Slayer eventually. Also, he can use his Dragon Slayer as a defensive tool as well. He can just use the flat half, even do it like a gust of wind to blow someone back, and then just fire his own crossbows or his cannon or whatever he needs. So, yeah, I would probably go Guts in this fight. This is just my opinion, though, obviously. What do you think? Do you got Guts or do you got Goblin Slayer? I'm not saying there aren't avenues for Goblin Slayer to win. There certainly could be, especially because he's got recovery items. He can keep the fight going for a while. But I think I'd go more towards Guts in this. What do you think, though? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, though. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.